Lucy Knetterum Stories. Title: She found out her boyfriend of 4 years is getting married in 3 days. And this happened. Final episode: when Grace becomes the revenge. 2 years later, the world had changed, or maybe it was Zara who had. From the quiet girl who once stitched dreams in a small studio in Sarila, she'd become a global name in fashion. Zucouture Africa now had branches in London, Lagos, and Johannesburg. Her designs had graced red carpets, fashion weeks, and magazine covers. Celebrities wore her gowns. Young designers quoted her words. She had become the woman she once dreamed of being, not because of love, but because of strength. A queen's return. That evening, she stood backstage at the Paris Fashion Week, dressed in a long emerald gown of her own design. Her models strutted down the runway to applause that shook the hall. When she stepped out to bow, the crowd erupted. Cameras flashed, people chanted her name. Zara is the Nigerian dream. Tears welled up in her eyes, not from sadness, but from gratitude. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every night she cried, it had all led here. Later, during an interview, a journalist asked, "Zara, your story inspires millions of young women. What kept you going after life broke your heart?" She smiled softly. "Pain is a teacher," she said. "When life breaks you, it's only preparing you for who you're meant to become." "I didn't let betrayal define me. I used it as fabric to design my destiny." The audience applauded. The interviewer smiled. "That's powerful." Zara nodded. Forgiveness is the most fashionable thing a woman can wear. It never goes out of style. The other side of the story. Back in Lagos, Kelvin sat in his one-room apartment, watching the same interview on TV. His business had crumbled slowly after his betrayal went public. Investors withdrew, Amara moved abroad and married someone else, and his so-called friends disappeared. He had tried to rebuild, but guilt followed him like a shadow, and now on the screen he saw her. Zara, radiant, confident, untouchable. Her voice filled the room. "Never regret helping someone who betrayed you. What they did says everything about them. What you did says everything about you." Calvin's hands trembled as he lowered the remote. He whispered to the empty room, "You were my answered prayer, and I let pride silence me." He remembered those nights she stayed up typing proposals for him, the meals she cooked when he couldn't afford dinner, the faith she had when everyone else mocked him. And for the first time, tears fell freely. Not from anger, not from loneliness, but from realization he had traded gold for glitter.